My name is John Liu, the head of product for Amazon Web3 Services. What do? Well, I actually run product at Web3 Services for AWS, which means there are a lot of problems with managing blockchain infrastructure, getting data, running compute. We can help customers out a lot with that. So how did I start my journey with blockchain, or Web3 these days? It actually came from my trading background. I spent about 18 years dabbling in bonds and credit default swaps, learning a lot of inefficiencies in the traditional finance market. And when the opportunity came to put bond origination, which is a very inefficient process of phone calls, databases, and spreadsheets, onto something like a blockchain, I jumped at it. And that was about 5.5 years ago. What is Web3? It's really about distributing processes, data, and value between all the stakeholders. Right? Put aside decentralization, permissionless. It's just a better way to collaborate and share information. For executives that are getting started now, it's definitely a challenging time because there's a lot of headline risk that you have to navigate through. But one thing that I find very helpful is look at the underlying use case and identify that which you can actually implement very quickly. For example, non-fungible tokens. There are lots of headline risk around that. But you peel away kind of the headline news and you can see a way where companies can share and connect with customers differently. So think from that angle. What are some things that executives can do with blockchain technology? Easier way to share information between companies, so it's a good way for B2B processes, of course. Collaboration has been going on for some time in the companies, but they are operating in siloed environments. Now there's a way where companies can kind of share that information, almost impact each other's information. Another thing they can do is connect with the digital consumer. Right? It's new expectations of privacy and data, new expectations of digital experiences. So businesses can think about, well, if I want to reach this next generation of consumers, how do I find them? How do I connect with them and still respect their privacy? So the blockchain allows us to do that. From a strategic standpoint, what would we be asking the C-suite? How far ahead are you thinking? That's always it's a loaded question, right? Because there's not going to be an outcome in the next 3 months. Sure, in 2021, you saw very quick experiments from the big brand companies like Disney, for example. They came out with NFTs. But the real application takes time. It's a 1-year, 2-year type of investment, but it's worth it. You're setting up for success in the future. If people are worried that they're getting started too late, this is probably the second inning, right, when it comes to blockchain innovation. It's a lot of the basic technologies are now being laid down and made stable, and easier tools are being built to make use of them. So it's actually a great time to learn and participate in Web3. So how would I encourage people to start? Go and experiment with a simple Web3 use case. It could start as simple as, let me just open up a digital wallet, a decentralized digital wallet like MetaMask, and just try it out. See what's good and what's bad. You'll see a lot of the pain points of user experience, but then you'll see all the benefits of, wow, almost instant settlement, very cheap transfer of cash. And that's a simple thing to wrap your head around. My hope for the future of Web3, it will be talked about as much as we talk about servers and databases today, which is almost never, right? It just becomes a natural part of people doing business. What would I like to pass on to the audience? Final thing, just re-emphasize again, definitely keep at trying. Don't be afraid to ask the questions and navigate kind of the headline risk that comes with dealing with Web3.